Apologies aren't something I could ever get used to. I've been so used to being wronged my entire life that I become defensive when I realize that I'm in the wrong.
I have a tendency of hiding the darkest parts of myself, trying to keep them hidden forever. I guess it's kind of narcissism in a way. Even though I'm not perfect, it's almost habitual to pretend that I am.
When people find flaws in my armor, I choke up. And I act as if the entire world is shutting down.
As such, there are a lot of things that I wish I could say sorry for, but never had the courage to do so.
Doesn't sorry sound empty sometimes? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's something about me that won't let me find the sincerity in those words.
It's funny. I can take it at face value when people apologize to me.
But never when I try to apologize to others.
I feel as if they don't believe me.
I feel as if it's pointless.
Because an apology will never rectify what I've done to them.
Maybe I feel as if they're just better off ignoring me. But I have no other way to offer up peace.
Because now either they're gone or never knew, or the pain is ebbed away.
I still can't help but feeling guilty, though.
Now that time has passed, I don't deserve the forgiveness. I don't even think that I need it anymore. But somehow, it feels more liberating than that.
There's nothing at stake anymore.
And I guess that it doesn't matter if I say it or not. So I'll say it anyways.
I'm sorry that we grew apart so completely. I've never been good at keeping people in my life, and I know that I began to treat you differently. I couldn't stop myself. I don't really mind if you hate me now, but I've always admired you. I still do.
I remember a poem that you wrote in elementary school. It was a part of a writing assignment. The idea of the writing assignment was that we had to write some sort of work based on ideas of gifts. Whenever it was a story about gifts, an essay, or prose, it didn't matter. I wrote this weird story about a spoiled princess who was turned into a dog as punishment for her greediness.
I remember it because I named the princess after a classmate as a joke, but our teacher didn't exactly like that.
On the other hand, I remember a lot about your writing.
It was an autobiographical and metaphorical, and it was clever.
You called yourself a gift, opened on your birthday, covered with brown wrapping paper and black ribbons. You admitted out loud that sometimes people didn't think of you as a gift because of your brown wrapping paper that covered you, but that you were a gift nonetheless.
At the same time, for me, someone who was also born with a brown kind of wrapping paper, that poem touched my heart.
I wondered why you stopped seeing yourself as a gift. I wonder if you remembered that you wrote that. You wanted to be a writer so badly, I remember this. I'm sorry that you didn't get to pursue that.
I'm sorry that you died. It came as a shock to me. There is a kind of emptiness that I feel when I think about you. It just couldn't add up in my mind. When I think about your smile, your humor, and seeing you in that casket, waxy and lifeless, sinking into the folds of the lining. You were holding something in there. I don't exactly remember what it was. Was it a stuffed bear? Flowers? I didn't give myself enough time to look.
You didn't even seem like you were ever human.
You know, I think a lot about killing myself.
It's not like I'll ever do it, but I think about it nonetheless. And I think about you.
I'm hung on you for some reason.
I wonder still why you decided to take your own life.
I wonder how you felt in those last moments. And I wonder why no other thoughts kept you from doing so.
We all get consumed by darkness. Was the darkness so much that you couldn't find your way out?
You had hopes and dreams just like me. You had sadness that I doubt anybody ever saw. If they did, then you probably would still be here now. But I probably wouldn't.
If the tables were turned, I wonder if I would have this effect on you. We weren't friends when you died, but I still cared about you. I don't know what you thought of me, or if you ever thought of me.
Maybe you had exactly the same thoughts, though.
These itching feelings of wondering.
Life has a way of making egos out of people. You regard things in your own perspective, so you relate it to yourself.
You become the singularity of your own universe, and sometimes you forget that others have problems too.
I feel so ill to even think this, but I have to thank you. And I guess that's what I'm really sorry for. I'm sorry for gaining something because of your death. An appreciation.
Neither one of us deserved to live more than the other.
Just the thought of you has kept me from taking my own life. It's kept that ideation from becoming material. It's kept me from hurting everyone close to me, like how you hurt everyone close to you.
After you died, there was a point in time when I kept my eyes wide open for as long as I could.
For fear of my own death.
You made me cherish my sister and my parents more. Your death made me want to call my old friends. Your death made me so happy to be alive.
Your death made me want to seek help for myself. I still haven't gotten to the point where I think I deserve this life, but now I know how badly I want it, so I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep it.
Ever since I was little, I always felt as if I'm being left behind.
But maybe that's not it. Maybe it's just me.